Ready for that.
Down here. King of Wild.
So our grandma made these little chicken saddles for us because we have some roosters that are a little aggressive when they mate. So the feathers on the chickens' backs will start to disappear, and if it gets bad enough, they'll start bleeding on their back, and then it just gets worse from there. So these saddles will help that. They'll help them get the feathers back and stuff. Get over.
Okay. Here, I need
I guess that worked.
The chicken saddles, they come from this book, Story's Guide to Raising Chickens. And it has a pattern in here with sizing all laid out, which is so nice. It tells you exactly how to do it. It's meant to be more of a temporary thing until their feathers can grow back. So we are always knee deep in some kind of project, something or other. And we just actually wrapped up a couple. One of them was the countertop in our pantry. Countertop in the pantry is going to be for all of our kitchen appliances. I have a lot of kitchen appliances because we cook so much from scratch, and I like to make the job easier. So underneath the countertop there's a whole bunch of space here, and this is where all of our buckets of food storage are going to go. All of our dry goods we store in like the 5-gallon buckets with the gamma lids, so they'll all fit underneath this. And then I'm gonna put like a curtain right here and some fabric to cover up all the buckets because they're kind of ugly. It makes me really happy, Cameron. I like it.
You better.
You did a good job. Okay. It's been a few weeks since Cam has installed this beautiful countertop that's walnut butcher block, and he finished it and put a coating on it so it doesn't get ruined. And then I put all of my kitchen appliances and things on here. I like that it's behind a closed door in my pantry, so it's not cluttering up my countertops. And I have lots of space in there, just really easy to access, which is nice. And then, like I said, underneath, got all of our grains and stuff. This is where we store them, underneath here. We are working on here in the garden is we alternate between picking out Bermuda grass, which is horrible, a horrible job, and I really don't like that the area there is bare right now. I like to keep my soil covered, but we have got to get the Bermuda grass out of there. It was a huge headache last year, and once it's active, it's just really hard to keep up with. So we're trying to get that out of there, and then we'll plant a cover crop in that area this spring, and the kids' gardens will go a little bit further out than that. Pickaxe, or do you want a pitchfork? that this year. Yep. I'm also going through my strawberries and trying to get them thinned out a little bit and get a walking aisle so that when spring comes we can easily walk down there and get through all of that. I want to pull all that out so that when spring comes, there's no strawberries to walk on top of. Okay. Last night I had a really hard time sleeping, and while I was laying awake in my bed, I had this thought that I wanted to move all 3 of our chicken tractors into my garden and then let all of the chickens free range within the garden fencing while I have very little food in there, because I don't have much growing in there right now, and everything that I do have that I want is covered. So it's a good time for them to go in there. They do a lot of good, add fertilizer, eat bugs and things like that, but they do eventually reach the point where you don't want them in there anymore. And I don't know how long that's gonna be. We have like 60 chickens, so that will go into my garden area. So it could be like 1 week, it could be 3 weeks, or it could be just a couple of days. I'm not really sure how that's gonna go, but I think it'll be good though. You guys can run over
Lift yours up over that. There we go.
You want to catch a chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, go catch one. Ooh, it's been a couple weeks since we put these saddles on, and this one I made a full recovery. It's all beautiful and grown back, so now we get to take it off. Oop. Now you gotta go catch it. Yay! All better!
We burn a lot of wood here, and I do not currently have a cover for the wood, so I'm storing it on the pad that's right next to the boiler, but it's all exposed under that tarp. It looks horrible, and I just need a storage shed. So we're gonna build one. I got my trusty helper here, and we're gonna put up some posts and get this thing done. Not get it done today, but get it done fairly quickly so that I can hopefully put 4 to 5 cords of wood under cover, which should last us an average winter season here in Arkansas. Just do all sides. You can do there and then here, and then we can kind of tuck some around here too, okay?
That's ice, Dad.
It's fine. You just want to set it gently. You don't want to drop it, okay? Just set it so it kind of rests right there with that tip. With the tip in the hole, and then Dax is going to start walking forward, and you're going to make sure it gets in the hole. Okay. Did you want to? Now walk it up, Dax, and. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Still level? Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's a nice day, so I'm gonna work a little bit more on my firewood shed. Because I really want to get that done.
My kimchi is all finished, at least I think so. So I'm gonna take it out of the crock. You can leave it in the crock too, but I like to use this, have my fermentation crock available for other things. So I'm gonna take it out of there and I'm gonna put it in some mason jars and then I'll put it in my cold room. Whole jar is gonna be gone in like 5 minutes. Oh, it's so good. So my kids were not kidding. They finished off this entire jar of kimchi in, it wasn't one day, but it was about 2 days. So this is why I need to grow so much food. I'm going through some of my seeds today. I have already done a seed inventory and I've ordered a lot of seeds, but I'm just basically doing a double check to make sure I got everything. Because we grow all of our own vegetables and most of the vegetables are annuals that we have to replant every year, I have to be very thorough in checking my seeds to make sure I have everything. Of course, my end goal is to be growing and saving all of our own seeds, but we're definitely not there yet. I have some seed tips and seed information that I really want to share with you guys today since it's that time of year. So first of all, where I buy my seeds from. I get this question a lot, so I thought I would share here just so you guys know. So High Mowing Organic Seeds, that's one place. And then Southern Exposure Seed Exchange is another place. And then Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. And then the last place I buy from is Johnny's Selected Seeds. And I do have a couple other places that I buy from when I want a specific seed that I can't find from any of these places.
Mommy, no one would say.
For a long time, I didn't understand why you would want to purchase organic seeds versus conventional seeds, and I want to explain a little bit of the why behind that and why you might want to purchase one over the other. Plants that are grown to collect seed are usually in the ground much longer than the plants that you would just grow for food. And so as such, they are subject to more opportunities for disease to develop and more pests. In a conventionally grown plant that is safe for seed, they are treated with synthetic chemicals throughout the growing season until they produce seed. And one thing that you may not know about conventionally grown seed is that because this plant is safe for seed and not for food, the regulations on that seed here in the US are much looser. They can spray chemicals more often and at higher amounts. So because they have this chemical band-aid on the plants, when it comes time for seed saving, all of the plants are able to be seed saved, whether they are a weak plant or a strong plant, you don't really know because they've all been treated with these chemicals, so they all, for the most part, will look and act the same and make it to seed. They rely on those chemicals to succeed from one generation to the next. On the other hand, seeds grown organically focus more on prevention and healthy soil rather than added inputs like sprays. So any inputs that they put into an organic system are natural, and in general, they are safer than conventionally grown. In the end, a plant that makes it to the seed stage in an organically grown system has been subject to pests and diseases, and those that can make it to the very end where they're putting out seed, those are the strong ones, and the weak ones die off. And those are the seeds that are saved. So every generation, they are consistently saving the strongest plants of the group because those are the ones that can make it to the seed stage. If you grow your seeds under organic conditions in your home garden, using organic seeds that are grown under similar conditions and that have developed some resiliency from generation to generation is something that you really, really want in your garden. It just gives you a head start and a leg up because they're generally better at fending off pests and diseases and providing a great yield without much help. Now that you have all of that information, you can make an informed decision as to what type of seeds you would like to purchase if you need to purchase them. The ideal circumstance is to be saving your own seeds. That way your seeds become accustomed to your climate and you as a seed saver are able to look at your plants and see which are the most productive, which are the most disease resistant, which are the most pest resistant, and then you can save those seeds or save for traits that you really want, like good flavor, and you have a lot of control over that. So that's the ideal way to do it, is to be saving your own seeds. I'm going through and I'm gonna collect some seeds from our flowers. I am not an expert at this, but it seems simple enough. So I'm just gonna grab some seeds from the zinnias, try and save a little bit of money and have them a little bit better adapted to our area. Well, these ones aren't really dry. Okay. Some seeds are really easy to save and it's very simple to do, but in some cases there is a little bit more to seed saving than meets the eye. You want to be aware that some seeds can cross-pollinate, and if you are planning on seed saving, you want to make sure you are growing open pollinated varieties, which means that they grow true to type or they produce plants just like their parents.